thanks for coming in today. I know this past weekend was quite difficult for you, and if you don't mind, if you could tell me what happened, that'd be great.
Yeah, so I guess everything just kind of spiraled downward, I guess Saturday, but really it's been kind of culminating for months, or I guess kind of happening for months, where I lost my job 6 months ago. And since then, I've been able to pay my bills, falling behind on rent. So about a week or so ago, I got notice of eviction coming up. And so I'm about to be homeless. And this has caused such a problem in my relationship with my boyfriend. Like Friday night, he left and he took all his things. So I'm left alone in this empty apartment that I can't pay for, that I'm about to be kicked out of, and with no job. So Saturday, I just decided to end it because things aren't going to get any better. So
it sounds like a lot of stressors have been building over the last couple of months, and they really came to a point this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you wouldn't mind walking me through what happened Saturday morning?
Okay. Saturday morning, I got up late just because I didn't sleep well the night before. It's hardly at all, really. I got up and just like was stuck in this pretty much empty apartment. It was just really depressing. And the thoughts just kind of came back to my mind, because I've been thinking about them for 6 months, but
The thoughts of
like suicide,
Okay.
Ending it all. So the thoughts were there and just stronger than ever before. And now it's at the point where I might as well just end it, because things won't get better. I'm not going to get a job. I'm going to be out on the streets, and probably by myself forever now. So might as well just quit while I'm really behind.
So it sounds like you had a lot of thoughts that morning that really, it started even maybe Friday night some, that were you were kind of chewing on, ruminating on, how long do you think that process was? It was since when you woke up to like how long do you think you were kind of dwelling in that space?
I mean, it was probably a good few hours where the thoughts were just running through my mind on repeat.
Yeah. What did you do during that time?
During that time, I just was kind of, trying to pace around my apartment, trying to, find something to do. But I just found myself getting more anxious.
Kind of anything to distract yourself, it almost sounds
Yeah,
like?
there's really nothing there to distract myself with, unfortunately, so.
Do you remember where you were at in your room or in your apartment?
I was just not pacing around the whole thing, because it's pretty small.
Okay. And that went on for a couple hours, you'd estimate?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. And sounds like the pacing wasn't really working.
No, I mean, I just found myself getting more anxious as I kept doing it. But because I was so anxious, I felt like I had to keep moving. So
You just couldn't sit still.
Mhm.
Yeah. Did you try anything else in that time, or was that pretty much?
I think that was, pretty much it. I mean, I fed the cat at one point because he
Okay.
was bugging me to feed him.
Yeah.
So I did that. And that's about it.
And then what happened next from that point after the couple hours of thinking about it and pacing
Yeah.
and taking care of your animal?
I decided I'm just gonna do it. I had this plan idea how I was gonna do it for a while, the past 6 months. So I just decided to, really research how much I'm going to need, how many pills
Okay.
I'm going to need. So things like that. So I researched, or got online and Googled it, make sure it wasn't going to leave a huge mess for anyone to clean up or anything like that. oh, maybe the cat will be taken care of, things like that. So I did that, and then once that was done, it probably was good 2 hours. I went and grabbed my pills, took them.
Do you remember what it was that you took and how many?
Pain meds, I mean, probably a handful, like 10 to 15.
Okay.
I think that was all that was in the bottle.
And it sounds like you were really careful in not wanting to disrupt others or hurt others as you were kind of preparing what you wanted to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I didn't want, anyone have to like do a bunch of cleanup or want to traumatize anyone else.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like you have some meaningful relationships in your life.
I mean, after my boyfriend left, not so much. I was just thinking about the people who'd have to clean up, but someone's gonna have to do it.
So more like the professional.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happened after you took the pills? What happened next?
After I took the pills, it's kind of fuzzy because, I took a lot of pills. I think some point, I don't know how long after I took the pills, but it couldn't have been too long.
Mm-hmm.
I think my mom must have called. I
Okay.
vaguely remember that, and I guess you could tell I was, completely out of it. And
yeah.
And so I told her what happened, and she said, I guess, you're called 911. So.
Okay. And from there, I know just from the report that you were in the ER. Do you remember what do you remember next? Do you remember waking up in the ER, or what happened after?
I don't remember too
mom
much.
calling 911?
Yeah, I don't remember too much at that point. Kind of just in and out, just like bits and pieces. I remember kind of the ambulance ride there, pieces of that, and I remember, being in the ER and then like checking me a bit, I guess. But after that, it's pretty fuzzy.
Okay. And this is the only time you've attempted, I believe you said that in intake as well.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Okay. If it's all right with you, I would like since this sounds very distressing to you and it sounds like it's quite different than what you're used to, I'm wondering if we could come up with a plan, kind of like a safety plan or a crisis response plan of kind of what are some things you can do when you're starting to experience these warning signs and experience these thoughts and feelings, and when you start to go down that path. Does that sound like something that we could kind of collaboratively come up with today?
Sure.
Okay.